Can you hurry up, Heinzie? You're keeping me up all night. Jesus.
No, I don't want to. Just don't want to. And we're live, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here again with a brand new Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with an absolute superstar. Normally we have the Knight Brothers together on these videos. Unfortunately, one of our brothers.
Just the Knight brother tonight.
Yeah, it's just the one tonight. The other one is a little bit unwell. Poor Hershey actually has COVID, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so he's
I
been
gave it to him.
very.
Somehow.
He sent it over.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I did it.
Transmitted it by internet over to Hershey, I guess. It's pretty deadly stuff. So, hopefully Hershey's okay. He's recovering. He's struggling a bit, but hopefully he gets on top of it really, really soon. We'll look forward to seeing him back here joining us very, very soon. Smash that subscribe button, of course, because you don't want to miss anything when it comes to this channel, because it's pretty awesome stuff. Mate, Lego, always good to have you here, brother. It's been epic. Huge, huge week. A lot of stuff going on, man. It's all been happening at once.
DG is actually still alive.
Yes.
After their holidays. They finally came back and dropped some stuff on our laps this week, so be good to go through it all today.
Yep. The office is open again. They're back open for business, and they've
computer's been turned back on.
Everything,
and
mate.
We're back into it.
It is crazy. And of course, they've dropped Iden Versio. Absolutely huge. Massive drop. Didn't see this coming, mate. I'm really, really loving the way that they're bringing the games in now. I'm really, really enjoying those characters from the games, which is really, really awesome. Really cool, epic character. We did a run through of her campaign actually yesterday, just for a bit of fun on the stream again, just to familiarize myself with her again. And man, she's pretty epic. She's just badass. It's as simple as that, isn't it? Yeah,
she's looking pretty good. Obviously, more Grand Arena focused character with her Omicrons. As they're very good against the Rebel teams. She seems like she's going to make that secondary troopers team very similar to like the Mon Mothma team, where there's a lot of turn meter, but there may not be a whole lot of damage. It'll be interesting to sort of see, how that works. But
yeah,
it looks pretty good.
I mean, they're talking bringing Magma Trooper back in. I mean, I had him at like Gear 12 and haven't picked him up for years. I mean, the turn meter gain obviously makes sense with that type of character. I reckon that's really, really cool. Bring him in. Snow Troopers getting a gig as well by what they're saying as far as the recommended characters, the synergy suggestions. So, mate, I mean,
so obviously it's all the non-leaders within the Imperial Troopers faction. So that sort of leaves your Piet, and also specifically says non-droid Imperial Trooper allies in her kit as well. So that leaves Dark Trooper alone to go with Piet, and Gideon and Veers. So you can sort of leave your old Imperial Trooper team, and this creates a whole new one. So it's actually really cool.
But something that's obviously been mentioned by a lot of people so far is no one's gearing them up to full speed yet. There's certainly a really interesting interaction that's kicking around that's just been floating around the place when it comes to turn meter manipulation.
So Snow Trooper gains turn meter every time an Imperial Trooper dies, and obviously Iden revives herself. So if essentially it's recreating the paper zombie, so it'll be interesting to see if that actually does work, and if then we see a change, which we saw with zombie. It'll be obviously something that'll be looked at over the next couple of weeks, I'm sure.
I certainly see there'll be some sort of an adjustment there. Don't quite know what.
The only thing I have that I think I'd have a problem with is Iden's probably the biggest damage on that team. So having her at Gear 6 or whatever to have her abilities done actually won't give you enough damage to actually do anything with. It'll take heaps of turns, but it may not have enough damage to actually kill anything.
If it's hitting like a wet noodle, there's no point. It'll be really, really interesting. I mean, all the theory crafters are working feverishly out there trying to work out what the best plan of attack is for her. I think she's going to be great. I mean, we have the Piet lineups. We got the Veers, of course. We got the Veers lead teams everywhere. You just chuck Veers in to speed up the troopers. I like that she can bring something a little bit different to the game. We've been talking for a while, and they've been really good at this lately, dusting off those characters sitting on the shelf for so long, and it's like, okay, guys, time to farm them up. Let's go.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
That's obviously been a major focus with the last 4 marquees plus Iden here. She's obviously refurbishing a team out of sort of nothing, and even, to be honest, even Starkiller. As an extension, you're bringing out Visma, you're bringing in Juhani of all characters as a Jedi tank. It's just bringing out these obscure characters that you don't really use. Now you can actually put them in a team and actually make them work. So.
Absolutely. Mate, let's talk about Grand Arena. Let's have a chat. Grand Arena is just massive these days. We got a post from Crumb popped up there as well, and we talked about this about a month ago, I think, if I'm right.
Yeah, we talked about this pretty much as when it first popped up, where you wouldn't get the points for any non-set teams until you cleared the zone. So essentially now you get the points as soon as the attack phase opens and there's a spare spot on the board. You're getting the points. You're getting max points for it. Again, I'm not 100% sure if that's the best way to reward a player for their opponent not setting a full defense, because essentially if the other option is to set a team that's just going to get one shot soloed with max banners, it's really it's the same. It's worth the same.
Yeah.
So, but it's way better than what it was. So
look, I mean, if someone doesn't set a team on defense, you were getting hurt in a lot of cases if you couldn't complete it. You were losing banners for setting full teams and playing the game the way it should be played. Look, it was definitely something that was
prevalent. It was more prevalent in the lower divisions, where you might have someone that has one GL against someone who doesn't.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that person would just set their GL on defense. That would be it.
Yep.
They would win because they couldn't clear it. Yep. Whereas the opponent would set the whole board, and obviously the person that had the GL would have the rest of their teams to clear their board.
Yeah.
And therefore win. So it's probably not as prevalent at the top, but
it's still
it's definitely something that needed to be addressed.
Definitely just an oversight, I think, just in the coding or the programming, whatever it is. I think that the way that it's going to be was probably the way it was meant to be in the first place, and I think it was just an oversight, and they've just needed some time to fix it. And I just believe they couldn't fix it mid Grand Arena. They realised a couple of weeks in, and it's up and running now, and it's too far gone. So glad they fixed it.
I'm glad that they've addressed it and it's fixed.
Absolutely.
I think it'll be fine going forward.
Let's talk some other Omicrons, mate.
Well, just while we're there, Heinzie, while we're talking about Grand Arena.
Yeah, cool.
So obviously we've been through our first round of 4 weeks.
We have.
Came down to it just in talking to about Kyber 1. We had our 3 winners.
Yeah.
As I click off the screen.
Yeah, no. So we had is it Boboho, I think, or
Bobo, Hawkeyes, and our boy Pimpo.
Oh, Pimpo.
Who went through Kyber 1 undefeated, 12-0. So congratulations to them. Obviously, Pimpo, big supporter of the show. So congratulations to him.
Does he know how to play the game? He sure does. He knows how to mod as well.
Hey, you. Yes, you. It's time to make you an offer that you just can't refuse. Pimpo's Account Services is the Modfather who has helped countless players in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You can get your account remodded or build your account to be the most successful in all game modes. He's the man when it comes to understanding mods. If you don't use Pimpo, you're gonna get whacked. If you're interested in a full account remod, hit up Pimpo today via email at pimpomodfather@gmail.com or head to Discord at Pimpo #9337. Pimpo, he'll make you an offer on your mods you can't refuse. or you'll sleep with the fishes.
So thank you so much to our boy Pimpo, huge supporter of the Night Brothers and our channel. Thank you so much. Go and see him. Tell him Hydesy sent you. And he'll charge you double. I'm joking.
Clearly.
I'm joking. He'll look after you. I'm just kidding. So anyway, congratulations, guys. Well done. Really great effort. Okay, let's talk Omicrons. Let's get down to it. And we need to start with a new one that we're getting in the game. Mate, this one's honestly for the Old Republic simps. I mean, I'm going to call it. That's what it is. Karth is getting an Omicron.
But the problem is, it's another one of those TB Omicrons, and you know how I feel about those TB Omicrons, Fonzie. They're just no good.
Oh, it's such a shame.
They're just no good.
It's just
doesn't
such
matter
a shame.
what it is. It's no good.
Yeah.
The other problem I have with it is it relies on the dot mechanic.
Yeah.
And the biggest exponent of Old Republic dots is a dark side character.
Yep.
And you can't use them in light side TB.
Canderous.
That's stupid.
Canderous cannot
Doesn't
be
make any
used
sense.
in light side territory battles. He's the one that actually, surprise, throws the dots around, and that team would perform a lot better under him.
Yeah, you get him from Zalbar and from Karth himself, but
yeah.
Man, how much better would it have been if he actually had Canderous there with him? But anyway.
It's a weird one. Would you prefer then, like, given the option, say you could roll it back, would you, like, change it to a different game mode instead of territory battles then, considering that Canderous can't be used?
Honestly, I just think that they shouldn't release any territory battle ones.
Yeah, just at all.
Like, being serious for a little bit, yes, it helps a little bit further down. Where obviously Heinzie and I are in high-end guilds. We really don't need help clearing light side TB. We just hit 33 stars. To get 34, we need another 100 million GP. Like, it doesn't matter how many more waves we get, and having Karth's TB Omicron isn't going to assist us in any way.
No.
It may assist someone a bit further down trying to get, 9, 10, 11 stars, getting that extra star or two. I could sort of see it, but
it's a huge investment. It's a huge investment.
It's a massive investment for something that where the ones in Grand Arena are way better. The ones in Territory War are actually helping your guild. I think you're a little bit more. You're, winning a Territory War is the difference between getting Relic 9s and not getting Relic 9s. Like, that's, I think, way bigger than just getting an extra star in TB.
And let's be honest, if we look at the Territory Battle Omicrons, that they're on the lighter scale. I mean, we're talking IPD, Imperial Probe Droid, who, let's be honest, he needs it because he blows up and he can't come back. I mean, at least you can use him in other ways, right?
When was the last time you used IPD?
True.
TV.
Absolutely. I don't disagree. I'm just saying that at least that one is serviceable because, if you do have him, if you need to fill in, if you need to fill him in somewhere because you've used him in Dark Side.
Kyle Katarn's is pretty good for considering it's a TB one.
But does he need it? I mean, you love your Mothma team. Does he really need the Omicron, though? He doesn't.
I don't think he needs it.
He just absolutely smashes heads anyway. Let's be honest. With the introduction of him
best thing about TV is you can actually remod.
Yeah.
You know what you can remod before you go into battle. It's very different to Grand Arena and to Territory War, where you have to plan right at the start of the season and have your mods set, and that's it. You got to make do with what you have.
Yep.
For the whole time. Yep. Whereas TB, you can remod. So throw all your fastest mods on him, make him 360, make Cara Dune 360, go first, and then they don't take a turn.
Correct.
Doesn't matter.
That's it. So
you don't need his Omicron to go first because you can just mod them to go first.
Rolo for Hoth kind of makes sense as well. If if you're still doing the Hoth TB, that again, it's a huge investment. But if you have Omicrons and you're not using them anywhere,
such a mass.
I know. But
for me and for you, you've got a lot more Omicrons than me. Yeah. I've got one.
Yeah.
And that's on Mara Jade because my guild told me I had to do it. And I've got 3.5 saved.
Yeah.
And I've got obviously Boba Fett coming out on Monday.
Yep. So
to
they're
drop
gone.
potentially two to three.
So they're
I've
gone.
unlocked Starkiller today. I've got to try and somehow get his 3. Oh man, it's just
It just keeps coming.
Don't get me started on those bloody packs, Heinzie.
Oh, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that in a minute.
We don't want to talk about that.
We'll come back to that in a minute. But
Anyway.
we need to talk about our boy Quigon, who honestly he got a kick in the balls. There's no other word for it.
Yeah, so the most popular Omicron in the game got
the most heavily invested Omicron in the game is now virtually no good.
Yeah, well, to be honest, when you first read it, it said if there's a galactic legend present, it basically null and voids it. But yet all of a sudden, you put Qui-Gon Jinn and JML on the same team, all of a sudden JML's hitting for bloody 400% more offense. You're like, holy moly, what's going on here?
I don't disagree. I don't disagree that it should be able to take out Galactic Legends, right? I don't disagree. One thing that I'm waiting on, and we haven't actually seen anything either way, yes or no, about this, but I think maybe people that have invested in it, I think it needs to be rolled back. I think people should get their Omicrons back.
I'm very surprised they didn't roll it back. So, Heinz, if you go over to the content update, it actually outlines what was changed. That one's obviously the screen you're just showing there is they said that they looked at it, and that but they actually what they have actually changed is in the content update. So just reading it, so saying he would incorrectly grant offense while his speed to offense bonus was still active rather than after speed to offense expires. Updated so that it would only function when all allies, a Jedi, and no galactic legends are present on either side.
Yeah, that's right.
So basically, putting that Qui-Gon JML team together isn't going to work.
No, I agree, and it was broken. I don't disagree with that. It was broken. Absolutely. The point is that when people realised what it was capable of, people then used their Omicrons and invested into it, and now they've got a bit of egg on their face.
Considering how scarce they are, I do think that they should roll them back. Especially considering it's a pretty drastic change on what it was actually doing to what it's going to do now. It potentially may even not work. Like obviously people were using it to either counter a GL themselves. Potentially, like I've even heard where someone would 2-man a GL. With Qui-Gon and JKA. And then pretty much Anakin would one-shot the whole team once Qui-Gon died. So, that obviously was, they've got an issue with another thing we're about to talk about as well. Imagine if they kept that and...
That's right. That's it. Well, Mara got a bit of a change as well. A little adjustment.
So the only thing with Mara is that if she goes against Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Knight Revan then now targets her with direct focus. So instead of leaving her to do a thing in the background, now she will be targeted by Jedi Knight Revan. There's other ways around that. It's not a massive change. Obviously, it's a slight sort of attacking AI change.
And again, probably the way it was intended anyway, right? Again, probably an oversight. Because I mean, if you have Jedi Knight Revan, you have Mara Jade on the other side, you want her gone. I mean, let's be honest. That's just the way it was probably designed.
I don't think it's a massive change. Obviously, it'll change who you take Mara Jade with against now, but
but it's not a big change like Qui-Gon.
I don't think that's a game.
I don't think it's a change like Qui-Gon. It's not even close.
It is what it is. So, to be honest, they probably change stuff like this all the time, and we don't even notice.
Absolutely spot on. Mate, let's move on to the next bit. Let's move on and our girl, the Armorer. The Armorer is now on the accelerated farming list. A really cool character, especially if you have one particular Sith Galactic Legend, mate. It's pretty damn handy.
Yeah, well, she slots into a whole bunch of team. Obviously, she's a Mandalorian, so she slots in under more Mandos or Bo-Katan Mandos. And then obviously, under Sith Eternal, getting the extra protection recovery. If you can get those 3 stacks, then you even get crit immunity. Trying to remember what it was exactly. You can pair them obviously with what get even more protection recovery against, really, really good at killing Ray.
Yeah.
So
No, it's pretty cool.
it's really good.
So good
Go
to
and
see.
get her.
Good to
If
see.
you haven't got her already, go and get her.
Yeah, that's right. She's on the accelerated farming list for a reason, guys. She's damn good. So go and get her if you haven't already.
Well, it just means she's been out for a year. So
Yeah.
that's
Just-
why she's
just
been upgraded to an accelerated farm.
Yep.
So now you get 2 shards instead of 1.
Yep. Just make sure that if you do moto fast. Make sure she's fast. Would recommend
Pass
that.
and
definitely.
survive. She
Yep.
can survive. That's
Yep.
what you need.
That's what you want, mate. Big one. This is a big one actually as well. This one dropped only a couple of hours ago, and this was all about Kylo. We know that there's a really, really interesting interaction when it comes to Kylo Ren against Lord Vader with the sisters, and they want to shut that down big time. They haven't come up with a solution yet, but I think we all knew this was coming. I really believe that. They don't want Galactic Legends taken out without full squads. This is, because it was using a Galactic Legend, a lot of, the case was made, it's Galactic Legend versus Galactic Legend, but I just don't think that really it's in the right spirit of the way it should be used, right?
Yeah, look, I'll jump on the bandwagon of I don't think they should change it. If you have your SLKR, so just for reference, the team is SLKR, What, Darker Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 4-man team that'll take out pretty much any Lord Vader team.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the comp is. Really doesn't matter. Zombie just taunts the whole time and
takes the hits.
It just takes all the hits, and you can just leave SLKR there to keep ramping up and ramping up and ramping up. Eventually, you'll kill Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've seen that counter not work due to Relic 9 Lord Vaders. We've seen that work due to super fast Lord Vaders.
Yep.
With super fast Mauls.
Mm-hmm.
You can get blown out of the water with that team if you're not careful. You have to basically match it relic for relic,
mm-hmm.
And have enough speed and enough offense on SLKR to get the stuns, get the swipes going. Otherwise, you will time out.
Yep. No,
it's pretty much a 4.5 minute to 5 minute fight. It's not 100%, obviously, due to that timeout factor.
Mm-hmm.
But if you play fast enough and you can get enough swipes on the right people, get that mastery increase, then obviously you can take out Lord Vader pretty easily.
So you mentioned you want it to stay. Is that right? Like, given the option, you want it to stay.
I would like to see it stay. I would just like to see something slightly change to Lord Vader, where the biggest problem with Lord Vader is that he can't ignore taunt. And the only person in that whole team that can ignore taunt is Maul, and it's only when he has 5 stacks.
Yep.
And it's always been the Achilles heel for that team. So if they can find a way for Lord Vader to ignore taunt somehow, I think that pretty much stops that counter without it being completely nerfed.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really affect the Night Sisters, doesn't affect Darker Zombie, doesn't really affect SLKR. The only obviously they need to go back and see is having Lord Vader ignore taunt going to completely make him overpowered against JMK and all, in that team.
Yeah.
Because obviously they want to try and keep that pretty on, equal terms. But if they can if they can somehow make that work, I think it'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see too many nerfs to SLKR or to the Night Sisters because of this one counter to Lord Vader.
Yeah. Don't want to go heavy-handed. I'm of the thinking, Lego, that the reason they've probably started coming down on this is that we now have Starkiller in the game, and Starkiller being the value that he is and the investment that he is. I've been taking down, of course, Lord Vader teams using Starkiller pretty well. And
yes, but you're also needing 3 Omicrons,
True.
which cost
True.
a lot.
True, but I think that given the option,
And they've purposely made this character to take out GLs in Grand Arena.
True.
He doesn't do that in Territory War.
True.
Doesn't do that in Arena,
I know,
not that it matters.
but Grand Arena is the big deal now. Let's be honest. Grand Arena is the big deal. That's Crystal's there now, man. Like, it's serious deal, right?
But you need Omicrons. If you don't have the Omicrons,
True.
He's not going to take out your GLs.
But wouldn't you think if you're sitting at the desk at CG, you're thinking, well, could we just let him keep using the Night Sisters and a Galactic Legend we released last year, or take that option away and then really go for the other main option, which is Dark Killer, that people need to invest in?
Well,
can you see where I'm going with it?
Obviously they want us to keep...
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I agree with it.
They obviously want us to keep building our rosters, and they obviously want us to go and get Star Killer.
Yeah.
But again, like our community is so smart that they'll change it. Give it another couple of weeks. We'll find a new counter.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Take that to the bank, mate.
It's just...
Take that to the bank.
The never-ending cycle. We'll find something. There's too many smart people in this game that this game won't.
Yeah. If there's a challenge, the Theory Crafters go bring it. Let's work it out.
Yeah,
let's go through. They're pretty good.
There'll be another counter that comes out. Just might take a little bit of time to work it out.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Mate, we're getting near the tail end of Conquest now. A couple of days left for the last one. Conquest 3 for our big boy Boba. I can't wait to unlock him. I'm loving this show right now. It is insane. I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. No spoilers, don't worry. We won't talk about it, but it's hard not to. I really am looking forward to him. Guys, if you haven't already, there's a reason that Fennec is all over the place, right? So if you're gonna need Fennec, okay? If you're getting Boba, get Fennec. She's gonna make it work. Like James K and Cat combination, Vader Maul combination, Dad Bod Boba, and Fennec Shand, you're going to need them side by side. There's a reason that they are in the stores over the holidays. There's a reason that there's a calendar out. Again, they're offering a calendar today, a pop-up calendar for Fennec again.
Yep, go and get it.
It doesn't get more obvious than this, guys. Go and get Fennec if you're getting Boba. Still going to be good, but not going to be as good, I don't think. Right, Lego?
As we said last week, I think, and the week before that, it's not like we haven't warned you about Fennec Shand.
That's right.
Go and get her. Just do it.
Don't sit there later and go, he's no.
I think I took mine to R7 the other day, just in preparation.
Yeah. Don't sit here later and say he's no good. Yeah. It's like, well, have you got Fennec yet? Like, nah. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
It's gonna. Don't.
But again, Omicrons. This is the new world of Swagger. This is the new world we're living in, where Omicrons are going to be the make or break of these characters. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's Zeta 2.0. The Zetas really don't matter anymore. The Zetas are going to help, but it's the Omicrons that are going to make these characters shine. And
a lot of people have a lot of Zetas. Not a lot of people have a lot of Omicrons.
I'm sitting on like 8 Zetas. I'm like, a new character comes out. Okay, cool. Throw a Zeta on.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Omicrons are the new. They're the new gold in this game.
Yep.
For sure.
Omicrons are the new Zetas.
Yeah, and the Relic 9 materials, of course, as well.
They're selling them from the start. So if you can whale,
yeah, that's right.
Get them.
Hey, you're a bit of a fan of the most recent pack,
I'm not a fan of the new pack, but we won't go there.
You're not happy?
I'm not happy about it.
You're not happy about it?
No, too expensive.
There's been a lot of people actually thinking
the same thing. I think it's too expensive.
That's saying a lot.
Don't like it.
That's saying a lot.
Really
guys.
don't like that pack. I'm not buying it. Not going anywhere near that pack.
There we go. You heard it first from our boy Lego. Straight up. It's a shame. It really is. But hey.
Oh, the $100 one was marginal. If you had the extra income over Christmas,
you got a lot of them. I mean, you got 30 of them. I mean,
you got more value out of it. The one that's in the store now, where you can buy twice and you get this many.
Yeah, but I kind of feel that's kind of the real value of it. You know what I mean? Like the pack that came out, I think that we were really given. I mean, for those that did get the pack, that was a real gift, because I just don't see that kind of pack popping up again anytime soon. That's for sure.
My message to CG would be, if you want people to buy them, you need to start making them a little bit more worthwhile.
Do you think they were a bit worried that we were getting them too easy? Do you think that was the reason they maybe sort of changed it to this? Because this is not the first time this type of pack's been around.
Maybe.
Do you think?
Honestly, like personally, I would have preferred that they didn't sell them. They didn't sell Zetas until only recently, and it took forever to grind. I remember when I first started this game, it took forever to grind Zetas.
Yeah.
It took me forever to catch up. Every time I got a Zeta, it was getting put on because I always had another Zeta to put on. I just they give us Omicrons with Conquest, Galactic Challenges. They drop them occasionally in the calendar, and then obviously you can get them very rarely in the Cantina.
Yep.
That's more than enough place. There's more places than getting the Zetas doing Fleet Arena.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you were selling them in the weekly store, and then they've disappeared.
Weekly store's gone. The weekly shipments are gone.
The only problem I have with it is that it disappeared from the weekly store, and then all of a sudden it just popped up in the store to buy with cash.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that.
Fair enough, mate.
If they kept selling them in the shard shop, and then they still offered them to whales to buy, then I would have been like, you know what, that's cool. Like I don't have the disposable income to just go and buy Omicrons, but at least I've got this where I can buy 2 at a time every week.
Yeah, it was a bit of I think that was just a nice little touch, wasn't it? A little bit of a gesture really is not a bad thing. And I think that we know that, with the weekly store, well, it's 10 weeks you get one.
You're only getting 2. You're only getting 2 a week.
Yeah.
Like 2 Omicrons, it would take you 10 weeks to get 1 Omicron.
Yeah.
Whereas, if they were selling them in the store for money on the side to accelerate that, I could sort of understand theory behind it.
Yeah.
But when you took it out of one store, that's essentially the free-to-play store, because it was only using Shard Shop currency to get them.
But it was a lot. Like
it was
9K.
a lot. It was a lot of exactly. It was a lot of Shard Shop currency.
Yeah.
Probably it was more expensive than getting Grievous shards.
Oh yeah, by a long way.
And again, it was going to take you 10 weeks to get 1 Omicron out of that store.
Yeah. So bring it back.
I don't know. I think they should bring it back, and I think that they permanently should be in there, because if they're going to release them as they are releasing them now, I don't know. They might stop, and Omicrons may sort of slowly come into the game, and people will actually catch up. I can't see anyone catching up to these,
mate. Honest,
how many of you got now? You're 5.
I got 6.
You got 6, and how many you got saved?
I got 6 and 3 saved.
Okay, so you're at 9.
Mm-hmm.
So maximum I would have is 4.
Yeah.
So you're somehow 5 in front of me because you keep buying them, you whale.
No, I don't keep buying them. I've been, saving the yellow energy, and I've been getting the fuel on the way there as well.
So am I.
Yeah, well, my drop rates
I'm
are
not
better.
getting them. I can't get them. I cannot get them to drop.
That's not my fault that you suck.
Cantina.
I mean, no, I'm kidding. No, I have been getting them along the way as well for a few other reasons. But, I had Star Killer. I had to put 3 on it. So, yeah. But, hey, that's my choice. I don't tell anyone to do that. You know how it works, guys. I don't think I've ever really been under any illusion that certainly I do invest in this game, but that's my choice, and let's not even go there. But that's my decision. I don't condone it, but that's just the way I roll.
But so you've got 9, and how many have we got in the game? We've got trying to count on the top of my head. You got
20? 6 across 2 characters now.
Half
to start with. Yeah.
So you've got about half of the currently available Omicrons in the game. And we're about to get Boba Fett, who's got 3.
Yeah.
So your 3 that you've got going on him.
Yeah.
So you've got 9 of 25 Omicrons?
Yeah.
Man, I don't see anyone catching up.
Well, that's the thing. It depends on how effective it is, though. That's the other thing. It's not an easy win straight up. It definitely just buffs up the team. Makes them more powerful, and that's what it's all about. Yeah. So no,
I'm just saying, for Zetas, people have caught up on the Zetas.
Yeah, I'm the proponent like yourself. When Zetas came out, you had to earn them. Yeah. I'm all about with that real end game type, ability mat stuff like that. I think it should be earned, not bought as much as it is, but that's just my opinion too.
Oh, I believe that there should be an advantage to people who want to spend in the game.
Within reason.
We obviously within reason, and
Yeah.
I think they're doing a good job of spreading the Omicrons across TW and Grand Arena, because obviously, in my opinion, they're the two most important game modes.
Yeah.
Territory battles, most of the Omicrons can be done just by putting better mods on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly.
Spot on. Yeah. Modding's still king. Modding is still king, mate. There's no point having Omicron on if you got crap mods on it. Straight up. So definitely more important still.
It'll be good. It'll be good to have Boba in the game finally. We've had to sit and stare at him for 3 months, and now we actually get to have a play around with him. Now we get to
actually dust him off and unlock him, take him out of the cabinet, and have some fun with him. So no, I'm looking forward to it. And congratulations to anyone else that's grinded their way through an unlock Boba as well, guys, because it's certainly not an easy run. I found this one a lot easier now that I've got my head around what teams to use. I'm not going to lie. This has probably been the quickest run for me.
Yep.
I knocked out the feats a lot quicker.
It all changes. So
and we start again.
Have a go again now.
That's how it works, absolutely. Nah, thank you, Lego. It's been great, mate. Great to have a chat with you.
Heinzie, speculation. What do you think the next Conquest character is going to be?
Oh, mate.
Because I have absolutely no idea whether.
Me neither. Honestly,
normally they've released the next Conquest character by now.
Yeah. I really, really don't know. I just want something really cool, like something that I just want to go, oh, that is badass. Like that's what I want. I want something for the community to really go after. I mean, we talked about it for a while. You know, there's Hondo and there's Jabba, like a character of that caliber. I mean, we've got, of course, Book of Boba kicking in now, and we can't talk too much about it because of spoilers. There is one particular.
Maybe there's a.
There is one particular Wookiee I think would be pretty damn cool.
Oh, that would be really cool.
That would be pretty cool, but I don't want to go into too much. But I think anyone that hasn't lived, lives under a rock.
Whoever doesn't have Disney Plus, go and get it.
Yeah,
do the trial. Actually, just wait. Get the trial. Watch Boba, and then you can stop the trial.
Absolutely.
Or just pay for Disney Plus.
Yep, absolutely. Do the right thing, guys. Do the right thing.
Watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So good.
It's crazy stuff.
Watch everything on Disney Plus. Everything on Disney Plus is awesome.
Binge watch.
Especially Marvel. The Marvel stuff and the Star Wars stuff is so good.
I know.
Just watch it.
It's so cool. It really is. Guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate Lego. Absolute superstar. Hopefully we get Hirsch back next week, mate.
Yeah, hopefully he's feeling better next week.
Hope he's feeling a lot better, mate. You coming good as well? Because you actually just recovered from COVID as well. So you all good now as well?
Yeah, cool? It sounds like mine wasn't as bad as Hershey's. I was sitting here complaining this time last week, but no, I'm coming good. I've had a week at work, so it's not too bad. I'm sort of got the energy again to do things.
Good to hear, mate. Good to hear you back on deck, mate. It's good to have you around the place. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Really appreciate it. Smash that subscribe button. Give us the thumbs up in the comments below. Anything we've talked about today, we want your opinions. Let us know, please. Of course, we'd really, really love to hear it. We'll be back. All going well with the Night Brothers back next week. Can't wait. See you then. Bye, guys.